It's Pelle today, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to add flow to your music videos. And yeah, I think this is one of the most enjoyable parts in editing, like when you're editing music videos and stuff like that, in my opinion, because it looks very satisfying when everything is like synced to the beat, like plays smoothly. It's really enjoyable to make. And if you guys don't know, my name is Pelle. I'm running the website called editingvisuals.com, where I have a bunch of editing packs that's going to really elevate your editing game, save you a lot of time. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to check out the website. Now let's get into the tutorial. So here I'm in After Effects. I've added 4 clips. I'm going to be demonstrating this my flow technique or whatever. I'm going to start off with the first clip. So you're going to be pressing Ctrl-Alt-T to time remap, and you can choose what frame you want the time remap to start to. I'm going to set a keyframe there. This is the start keyframe, and then we can go to the end here, and here you're going to be marking these 2 keyframes you made, and then you're going to be pressing F9. And when you press that, you're going to be easing the keyframe, so it's going to be making it a little bit smoother. What we're going to be doing is basically select one of the keyframes like this, and then go to Graph Editor. And here I'm in Speed Graph. I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using the Value Graph. So yeah, if it looks something like this, just right click, go to Edit Value Graph instead. And here I'm going to drag this one up like this, and this one down like that. So imagine this is a beat right here. It's going to go fast, then slow in between the beats, and then boom, go fast here in the ending. So this clip was very stiff, so I'm going to be showing you how to add flow. Even though if your clip is very stiff, static, you're going to be able to make it have a great flow, even though it has, it's a little bit stiff. So not the best look, but after that, I'm going to be going to this option here. I'm going to be clicking on that one first, and then one more time, and this is going to be the frame blending option, and it's going to make the middle part here smooth. This middle part here was lagging before because it was so slow. Now when we added frame blending, it's smooth here in the middle, which is very nice to have. It's the same as Twixtor, if you guys might be familiar with that plugin. This option here is basically going to do the same. Moving on to the next clip here. Again, Ctrl-Alt-T to get the time remap up. Make a keyframe in the beginning, drag it to the last frame, then F9 on the keyframes, select the keyframe, graph editor. I'm going to do the same graph here. And you guys can obviously use different types of graphs depending on what song you guys are editing to. I'm using the most basic graph you guys could make, and it's going to work for most songs, I would say. But there's obviously other flow graphs you guys could use as well. But I'm teaching the most default one, which I think still looks insanely good. After that, select the frame blending for this clip as well. Go to the next clip, Ctrl-Alt-T, time remap, first keyframe, then the last keyframe. Mark the keyframes, press F9, select the keyframe, graph editor, and you can see in the first frame here it looks very crazy glitched out here with the frame blending, but this doesn't matter that much because we're going to be making transitions later on in the tutorial that's going to basically cover these parts. This one looks very smooth. And the last one, Ctrl-T, keyframe, keyframe, F9, graph editor, make the graph, and then frame blending. And this is our clips right now. I mean, they look okay, I would say, nothing special, but I have a little flow to them. Now I'm going to be making a adjustment layer, so I'm going to press Ctrl-Alt-Y. I'm going to be adding a transform to this one, and then I'm going to be cutting the transform layer between the clips, something like that. And you can name them if you guys want to know what it is. So for the first one here, I'm going to keyframe the scale, keyframe the position, and then I'm going to go to the ending of the clip, increase the scale a ton like that, focus on his face. That's going to be my focus point. It's going to be something like that. So you guys can see we have the zoom in on the face there basically. Now it's very easy to have it very tracked because it's yeah, very stiff clip. But after that, you're going to be selecting all the keyframes here, pressing F9. We're going to start off by changing the graph of the position here. So go to graph editor, and here go to edit speed graph, and I'm going to be dragging this one up to maybe 600, something like that. Other side as well, at the same height there. Then we're going to be dragging this one in like this. So it's going to be fast in the beginning, slow in the middle, fast in the ending. Quit the graph, go to scale here, and here I'm going to be using the value graph instead, and then do the same graph we did before. And then you could add motion blur here to make it a little bit more smoother. And I think the zoom in is not enough, not gonna lie, so I'm going to increase the zoom in even more to something like that. Tweak the position settings just a little bit, something like that. Go to the scale graph instead, value graph, like that. Moving on to the next clip here, I'm going to make it very zoomed in the beginning. Keyframe it. We actually don't need to change the position for my clip. I think it was good as it is. Then 100 in the ending. Effects, transition, transform I mean. Mark the keyframes, press F9. Here make the same strong graph like this. Next clip, and here I'm going to make it zoom out as well actually. So go in a little bit, focus on the face in the beginning, and then in the ending use the default settings 100. Mark the keyframes now, press F9. Make the same as before. Position settings, graph, speed graph, drag it up. This one in like that. And this one in like that as well. And don't forget to add motion blur as well. Forgot to do that on the second clip, but now we have it. And the last clip, open up the effects transform here. Get some variation, I'm going to make it zoom in here. So I'm gonna start at the normal default settings, then in the end zoom in, mark the keyframes, F9, position, drag these two in like this to make that type of graph. It's going to be nice. After that, scale, edit value graph, and then motion blur as well. And then with motion blur it's going to look something like this. Clean, nice. And now when we're done with the pan crop and the time remapping, we're going to be pre-composing this. So we're going to be naming it clips, and to make it even smoother I'm going to be adding a plugin here called RSMB, and here I'm going to be using GPU, and you guys can choose if you guys want to use RSMB or not. I think it just really makes it really smooth, the whole editing here. So I really like it. Now we're going to be making some transitions. So we can start with the first clip here. Just want to have a quick flash transition. It don't need to be complicated, just a white solid one frame like that. Go to blending mode, difference. Now we get a quick flash like that. And here for this one I'm just going to be adding some random shapes here. So I'm just going to make stuff like this, then like a really big one here, change the color to something else. After that maybe a small one like that, in the red, something like that, make it like pink or something like that. So we get this kind of shape flicker glitch here. And you guys could change the blending modes as well. Difference, here I could go with subtract, difference, last one I'm gonna do divide. Just a little unique flicker shape transition there. And then for these two, Control Alt Y, make adjustment layer, add directional blur, set it to 100, keyframe the blur length at 100, go 4 frames to the left, set it to 0, cut the adjustment layer, then from the transition point go 4 frames to the right, set it to 0 as well. Effects, directional blur, mark the keyframes, press F9, open the graph. Here we're just going to be making a simple sharp graph like this. And to get rid of the like vignette up here, the blackness there, we're going to be adding a motion tile. Drag it above the directional blur effect, mirror edges, and then output width and height. Just increase those, boom. Then you can copy it to the other transition point later on and change the direction 90 degrees. So we have these quick little flow edit here, looks very clean. And now for the final touch, you obviously need some effect for this, and I'm going to be using some presets from my Fruitiger Metro FX pack. So I'm just going to be making a adjustment layer, Ctrl-Alt-Y. Here I'm going to drag it till the shape transition ends. Effects, animation presets, user presets, Fruitiger Metro FX. Here I'm going to be using a classic Fruitiger widescreen. It's going to look something like this. Really clean effect. Adding it in the end as well, Ctrl-Alt-Y. Cut the adjustment layer, and then Fruitiger blur. So yeah, really satisfied with the look here of the whole flow, with the effects, transitions, everything we made in today's tutorial. And if you guys wanna check out the Fruitiger Metro FX pack, which is a part of my all-in-one bundle, it's going to be a link in the description, and I'm also going to be giving you guys a special discount code just because you guys watched this video. And yeah, if you guys like this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe and share the tutorial. Don't forget to check out my website, editingvisuals.com. Also don't forget to check out my socials, join my Discord server, and I will see you guys soon. Take care and have a nice day.